Hi there, Jessica here. Welcome back to MyTransgenderNation. Today's subject, I'm doing 5 more things I wish I knew before transition. I did one originally, go back and find the video, and I did my top 5 things I wish I knew. These are an additional 5 things I wish I knew before transition. Okay, you ready? Let's get started. All right, number 5. I wish I knew how different I would be treated, specifically male privilege. I knew everything was going to be different, but I think I took male privilege for granted. And I was an average white male. I had all the privilege. And in an instant, when I went and became Jessica, that went away. And it is, in some ways, rather frightening how different that is. I'm not complaining about it. I wouldn't change a thing. But I don't think I was prepared for it. And I wish I had known ahead of time so that I could be better prepared for it. Number 4, the cost of female clothes. Wow. It's dramatically different. I knew I was going to need, a whole new wardrobe. I knew that it was a lot more detailed with females because I've paid attention my whole life to female wardrobe. So I knew that, but I really wasn't prepared for how different, just like again, a basic top, a man's shirt versus a woman's top. Women pay ridiculously more money for the same amount of material. I don't quite get that, but I don't think I was prepared for that, and I wish I had known. I might have adjusted somehow. The other part of that is that I wish I had known how to better shop. This is part of the same one. So if I knew how to shop better for women's clothes, I could have saved myself a lot more money in the beginning. I've gotten much better now. Still not perfect, but I wish I had known that. Number 3, how much muscle mass I would lose. Now, this is a good thing. This is not a complaint at all. This is more like if I had known this, I might have been more apt to have an open mind about this whole thing before I did. It's unbelievable. Mine band underneath my breasts. Before I started, I measured myself like the very first day, just before I took my first hormones. My band size was over 48 inches. It is now down in the neighborhood of about 42 inches. That's ridiculous how much muscle mass. My arms, I used to have big muscular arms. I don't know, they're probably about half the size of my upper arms as what they used to be. And it's just amazing. The amount of strength I have too, has changed dramatically. I'm still a very strong person. I work out 5 days a week, but my muscle mass and strength has completely changed from what it was. And I think it would have been nice to know that ahead of time. Number 2, I wish I knew that most people would be accepting of me. I was scared to death about this, and probably shouldn't have been, but as I transitioned, there was a mix of everything. We've talked about this in other videos, but overall, for the most part, most people are like, okay, that's what you're doing, great. You're still you, and we can still be friends. I think it would have been a hell of a lot easier to get started if I wasn't so fearful about how that was going to happen. And most people are pretty cool, so I wish I had known that ahead of time. And the number 1 that I have, I wish I knew that this ahead of time, because I've learned this, and I've talked about this multiple videos, but I wish I knew this ahead of time. I wish I knew that this really was not about everyone else, and it was truly about me. And so I wouldn't be worried about everybody else. There was way too much energy and dysphoria and everything else worrying about everyone else. Now, I'm not trying to discount everyone else in your life that, as you're going through a transition. Everybody matters. You want to be respectful, but It isn't about them. This is about you. And I can never say this enough. You got to do this for you, and you got to take care of you first. And I wish I had known that better ahead of time, because I could have had a lot more positive energy going in the right direction. Okay, I think that's good. Those are my additional 5 things I wish I knew before transition. So, have you been watching the videos? There's quite a plethora of them out there at this point. There's interviews with family and friends. There's interviews with people in our community. There's advice. There's all kinds of good stuff. Go check out the rest of the videos. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe to our channel. If you have ideas for future videos, please send us a message. We'll do our best to accommodate. I'll be making more videos in the very near future. I greatly appreciate you taking the time to watch this one. Have a great day. Bye-bye.